No?
It doesn't want to.
How was it just working a second ago? Now it's not working.
Okay.
Can I see this?
I guess we'll jump cut it, but it's leaking.
Okay.
It's
okay. Sorry about it.
What's happening?
Hi, I'm Anna.
And I'm Brian.
And we are
Those annoying vegans.
OMG cheese.
Cheese, OMG.
Ah.
The #1 non-vegan food that non-vegans claim they cannot live without.
It's the last non-vegan food we gave up. In fact, there's a really good scientific explanation for this, one we've touched upon in a previous video, but we will expand on it after this recipe.
That's right. Now, mac and cheese. I used to love mac and cheese.
Yeah, me too.
So tasty, but it's real cheese, so it's off the table.
Out. And we made it. We're alive. We're here to tell the tale.
We gave up cheese
how
and
we
we survived. What we did, we used a technique similar to our chickenless Alfredo sauce recipe, which you can check out right here, by the way, if you would like to. We took macadamia nuts this time instead of cashews. We soaked them overnight. We put them in the Nutribullet. You blend them up. You add a little bit of the water back in. Then we added some cashew milk and we seasoned it to create a delicious cheese-esque sauce for our vegan macadamia mac and cheese.
And this recipe is heart healthy. Nuts have no cholesterol.
None, because you cannot ingest cholesterol unless you ingest animal products.
In fact, nuts help lower your LDL and raise your HDL cholesterol levels. And also, they are very high in protein and they have some fats, but they're good fats. It's about the whole package. In fact, the American Heart Association recommends having about 4 servings of raw, unsalted nuts a week. Although, I think I have more than that.
I think so too.
A little bit more.
And as always, this recipe is delicious, affordable, and easy to make.
So let's make it.
Let's make it. Pro tip for this recipe, we mixed it with
Our favorite vegan chili.
this is organic vegetarian chili from Trader Joe's.
It says vegetarian, but it's actually vegan.
Chili cheese pasta. What?
Oh,
What?
It was so good. It was so good.
Come on.
As our friends at Doomy's Home Cooking say, more people are going vegan for ethical reasons. And we crave junk food too. But our junk food is healthy.
That's right. That's what I call a win-win.
Yeah. No, my love. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
I know there's non-vegans out there going, it doesn't taste exactly the same. It's not the same thing as mac and cheese. It's not identical. It's not perfectly identical to what I'm used to. No, it's not. It's a lifestyle change for the better of all parties involved. It's better for you. It's better for the animals. It's better for the environment.
Yeah.
It is a flavor that we have become accustomed to, so we're mimicking that with macadamia nuts and seasoning and cashew milk and all this other stuff. So it's close. It's not the same because it's not the same.
Right.
It's not breast milk from a pregnant bovine mammal.
We weren't really supposed to eat cheese in the first place.
No.
According to the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, 75% of the world population is lactose intolerant.
You know why? We're not baby cows. We're not. It's crazy. It's crazy, right?
All this time.
I know.
All this time. Casein actually releases these opiates called casomorphines. They keep us addicted to cheese. Human breast milk contains opiate-like substances as well, because you want your baby to drink milk. Cows want their babies to drink milk. So the feeling you get of, oh my God, I can't give up cheese. Think about it. If I asked you to give up asparagus, you'd probably be like, yeah, sure.
I could do that.
But why cheese out of all things?
Once you're weaned, it's not good for you. I think that it's something we got accustomed to.
Yeah.
And then we have to get unaccustomed to it. But it's easy because it's like anything else, like any other flavor. The less you eat of it, the less you crave. The more you eat of it, the more you'll crave. The same with soda. Stop drinking soda, you'll stop wanting soda.
That's why we have transitional products like these wonderful vegan cheeses that actually really taste like cheese. It's surprising how many of these companies get it so right, so very right. Like this morning I was having crackers with the tree line Chipotle Serrano pepper cheese spread, and oh my gosh, it's cashew based. Get this.
Yeah.
Get this. I guarantee you nobody will ask you if this is real cheese or not.
Right here. Kite Hill, baby.
Kite Hill cheese.
Kite Hill chive.
Oh,
cream cheese
so
style
good
spread.
on bagels.
Made from almonds. You know how I know that you can't tell the difference between this and the real thing? It's because we served these at a party and no one knew the difference.
And also we used to eat cheese. And we're honest with ourselves.
I guarantee you'll stop craving it. It's not as daunting of a task as it seems. It really isn't. You just have to make that first step.
Yep.
There's also this argument out there that being vegan is too expensive. I feel like most people that make that argument aren't vegan. It's more expensive. Oh, okay. How do you know? Since when did raw vegetables and fruits and stuff like that become
Vegetables
that
are
pricey?
really affordable.
A, that's an assumption. B, it isn't. And C, let's go with the price argument for a minute. I know that people that are super into cheese, really good cheese is also really pricey.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes the price argument moot. Why not spend the extra money on the vegan cheese and save the life of a baby calf?
And save yourself cardiovascular disease and obesity and type 2 diabetes.
It's never a bad idea to like invest in yourself. Invest in your own health now rather than on the back end. I'll compare this to guitars because I'm a musician and I play guitar. You can go buy a cheap guitar and you will then have a cheap guitar. But I don't know anyone who has gone out and spent a lot of money on a really nice guitar and then went like, darn, wish I didn't have this awesome guitar. All that money. When you invest your money in the right areas, you are happier for it.
And you're also saving money in the long run because guess what medical bills you won't be paying? Yeah. Because what happens later when people get sick, when they're older and they get sick.
Well, getting old.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Well, you can do something about it. You really can do something about it.
Well, and some people settle and they're like, you know, I'd rather have a good time and eat what I want
than live a long life.
Fast forward to the hospital bed when they're going through dialysis.
I wish I had eaten differently.
Wish I had taken better care of myself.
You keep your cholesterol down, you're less likely to have a heart attack, and a super duper easy way to keep your cholesterol down is to just not eat it in the first place.
Yeah, and for anyone out there who's like, well, I have genetically high cholesterol. I had genetically high cholesterol. I had a cholesterol of over 200, I think it was 212, and I was 11, 12 years old. I remember going to a nutritionist when I was a child, and there was a list of things we should eat or shouldn't eat, and the list of the should eat foods included things like fat-free cheese, fat-free milk. We followed that recipe and nothing really happened until I turned 25, stopped eating meat, my cholesterol dropped to 170. And now that I've stopped eating dairy and cheese, it's been about a year. I'm due for another checkup in December. I will have those numbers in a later video. Also, guys, I know there's a lot of media out there telling you, you know, what foods are healthy, particularly when it comes to meat, dairy, and eggs, there's not much out there when it comes to fruits, vegetables. There's some, but very few. And here's the thing. Commercials, coming from someone who sort of works in the industry, they give us a script. It is written by the people who want to sell you the product.
And if you'll notice, they can't say certain words legally when it's associated with like dairy or eggs or meat. So they will invent phrases or come up with sort of like language that sounds good but doesn't really say anything. Milk life. Oh, if we put the word milk and the word life together, that implies that milk is somehow necessary for life, but it's totally not. It's really bad for you. It's the #1 cause of osteoporosis. Milk is acidic. I just learned this
Milk
for
is
the first
acidic.
time. In order for your body to balance out the acidity, it strips the calcium off of your own bones. That is why that milk causes osteoporosis.
What does that even mean? Milk does a body good?
That's the point. It doesn't mean anything. That's the point.